Uma Musume is many things. A wit game, a gambling game, a game with all women dancing around in bikinis, but above all else, the one thing that Uma Musume constantly tries to remind you about is the importance of guts. What's that, you lost a race? Well actually, if you had more guts than Torena-san, maybe you would have been able to— Silence, green woman! What do you know about racing? It's not like you're an Uma that knows how to run, unless— But even beyond the game though, while I was watching the anime, it felt like I constantly saw them talk about guts. Not speed, not stamina, not wit, no, guts. So I figured, you know what, why not embrace the guts game and actually do a run with nothing but 6 guts cards and training nothing but guts. Similar to my previous wit-only video, what's the worst that could happen? For this run, I decided to use Simboli Rudolph, who funnily enough does actually have a 10% guts boost, but also because her career is one of the more interesting ones, since she has some mediums as well as some long races, including the Spring Tenno Sho, the longest G1 race at 3,200 meters, which normally you would overcome by pumping up your stamina. Can we do that with guts instead? Of course, for the parents, I brought stamina parents since there's no other way I'll be able to get stamina, since guts only trains, well, guts, as well as speed and power. And as for our support cards, I'm using the free Matikana Tanhoisa as well as the Friend Point Urara card, and then a special week, Meisho Doto, and Air Groove. Boy, I hope we get groundwork out of the Air Groove. And then as a borrow, I'm taking the Ines Fujin card purely because she has a speed boost when you do train with her. In our first few trainings of Nothing But Guts, we managed to get it up to facility level 2 and enter our debut race with over 300 guts, which we are able to win pretty handily, which I would hope so, it's a debut race after all. Now as a quick little disclaimer, yes, guts is a bit of a meme right now, mainly because the stat doesn't really do much. And also, training guts is very annoying because it actually uses the most energy out of all of the possible trainings. However, eventually there will come a time around about the first anniversary where guts will get a rework and actually be a useful stat for various different mechanics. But even then though, you at most would probably have like the Urara card by itself as a little flex pick. You won't go all in with all 6 cards on guts. The Urara card is actually very nice because it has high training effectiveness, so even if it doesn't appear on guts, it still gives a boost to whatever training she appears on. And yes, I know she doesn't give any skill hints, but arguably that's actually kind of better, since every single time you see a hint with her, you're guaranteed some more stats, which of course you can always use, as opposed to getting a hint for a green skill that you won't be using because it's the wrong running style or something like that. But after the debut race though, we got to see Rudolph do a dorky dance for the level 3 guts training before upgrading it to level 4, and then we entered the Saudi Arabia Royal Cup, a mile race, so it's a good thing that Rudolph has, mile C, cool. So we end up coming in second place to no one's surprise, but hey, maybe it's because we needed more guts. Because we only came in second and because these guts cards have no fan bonus, we actually still needed to run another race before our next goal. So that means it was time for the Hopeless Stakes, with some shockingly low speed. But thankfully though, during the race, as she came around the bend, we activated Divine Emperor's Might, which gave us a much needed speed boost to be able to overtake Tosin Jordan and avoid the gold chip hot on our heels in order to get first place. After the race, we also got the third chain event from Tanhoisa, but of course, it didn't give us the gold skill and instead gave us the white version, Common Crowd. Boy, I love RNG cards, they're so cool. But next up was the Satsuki Sho. But before that, we did get our first inspiration. Stamina medium. Medium! Oh, medium's huge actually. We need medium. And out of it, we got the much needed stamina boost, but also, more importantly, we got medium S, which is a huge inherit, as it will effectively increase our speed. Before this run, I did so many attempts that lost during the final URA races. But with medium S though, this might just be doable. But anyway, on to the Satsuki Sho. Unfortunately, no matter how much guts you have though, when you're blocked by a wall of NPCs, you are unfortunately blocked. So Rudolph was only able to place 4th here, despite a valiant attempt of trying to break out of the pack. Next up is the Japanese Derby. Just before the race though, I contemplated buying some skills, but if my previous attempts were anything to go by, because we're not getting any wit increases, Rudolph will not have the wit to actually activate any skills that we buy, so I didn't really bother here. But that's fine though, because even without any skills, we were still able to get a win in the derby. Hang on, she's pushing, hang on. Third. Second. Oh, it's between us and Right Shower, Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna win the derby? They both come around the corner. We're in first place now though, and we have Divine Emperor's Might. But can she maintain this though? She's pulling away. She's pulling away from Right Shower. Ines Fusion's trying to catch up as well. Where's Taishin? Taishin's also trying to move up. Oh, Brian's getting a face full of Right Shower ass. Look at Brian. Brian's trying to like look under Right Shower's skirt there. Brian got the full-on show. With the derby win under our belt, it was time to see what summer was like. And here we finally managed to get 600 guts halfway to the cap, as in peak. Just before the Kikuka show though, I decided to grab long shot since it is a green skill that does not require a wit check. And once we get to the later parts of the career, we will definitely drop in favorite rankings. So it'll be some free speed basically. Otherwise, we entered the Kikuka show, a long race, so our medium S won't save us here, with only 280 speed but 700 guts. It did look a bit dire during the middle of the race since she was kind of stuck in a bit of the blockage of late surges, but on the final corner, Rudolph pushed to the front and with the help of Divine Emperor's Might yet again, she was able to speed up enough to catch the Mayachi, denying her that first place kiss. Hang on. Hang on. Rudolph's pushing. I think we got it. Poor little Mayachi, no! All she wanted was a kiss from Torena-san. But she'll have to settle with a second place? And as a bonus for winning the race, we were also rewarded with the Firm Conditions hint, another great green skill that we can pick up for some effective bonus power, which will surely help us out in the next race, the Arima Kinen. Normally you expect to see something like 600 in speed and power here for Arima Kinen in Classic Year, but we have half of that. However, we do have guts at 768 though. Now, despite being a late surger, because there were no frontrunners in this race and only 4 pace chasers, Rudolph pushed up way too far up super early on the final corner, to a point that she actually pushed too far forward, meaning that there were less people for her to overtake so that she couldn't activate her unique. Why are we in third? What? This is kind of bad. We don't have anybody to overtake for Ball the Divine Emperor's Might. Hang on. We were running this as a pace chaser the entire time now. But now we didn't have anybody to overtake, so now we don't have Divine Emperor's Might. I don't know if we can catch up to Gross Wonder now. That was actually really bad that we didn't have anybody to overtake. We might still be able to push and overtake Gross Wonder here though. 100 meters left. Oh. Unironically, we were too far forward that race. But after the Arima Kinen though, it was onto the senior year, where in late February of our 3rd year, for the first time of the run, we finally got our first rainbow training. And then we had our second inspiration of the run. Right-handed is another good option. Again, the green skills are the ones that we need because those don't need a wit check, which once again gave us a boost to our stamina, but came in clutch, giving us a right-handed hint. Another green skill to boost our speed, which boy do we need that looking at our speed stat, especially for the upcoming race, the Spring Tenno Sho. We're going kind of wide. NPC still out in front. Raishao is pushing out though. Raishao and Mayachi are making a push, as are we though. Look at us go, look at her go! 8th place, 7, 6, 5. Divine Emperor's Might activating anytime now. 4th, can we catch up to Raishao though? We're going wide, we're overtaking Special Week. Divine Emperor's Might should activate anytime now. There's Divine Emperor's Might. But can we catch up to Raishao though? Can we be the assassin to the assassin? Yes, we can. Asian Flash is actually getting close there as well. I don't know if Asian Flash might get 3rd. But we are in 1st place by a landslide. Oh, look at the BM as well. She slows down as well. She is so gassed up. Oh my goodness. Do you see her there? Gasping for air. Shortly after the Spring Tenno Show, we had a huge guts training with a double rainbow, as well as Urara and Special Week also being there for a massive 45 guts and more importantly, 15 to both speed and power. We ended off our senior summer year camp training with just over 1000 guts, as well as 500 power and 427 stamina and 431 speed, which honestly isn't that bad of a stat line all things considered. Maybe this could be a legitimate strategy if you were to actually train the other facilities too. But the next goal was Japan Cup, which is unfortunately a left-handed race, so our right-handed speed boost will not be activating. However, medium S is back on the table. There we go, we're starting to push. We have to go wide though, we have to go wide around Vodka and Team Upper O and Asian Flash. Ogre Cap takes 1st place. Team Upper O close behind, Asian Flash also going wide. We have a good line on the outside, we're blocking the gold ship as well, and we have Divine Emperor's Might. Uh-oh, there's 6th place, 5th place, 4th place. Where are we? Oh, do you like the camera where it's like, oh my goodness, look at where they are, and it's like, hey, Rudolph's on the left. Oh shit. Pans over to the side. Rudolph's in 1st here. Walker's trying to catch up though, as is Asian Flash. Where's Gold Ship though? I think she's still on the outside. But we get 1st place. With Japan Cup done, there was just one goal left before the UIA finale, and that was the Arima Kinen, the run back. We came 2nd during the Classic Year, but this time we're going back with more guts than ever. We're so wide. Oh my goodness, Rudolph. Look at the swing. 5th place, 4th place. Overtaking Super Creek, overtakes Team Upper O and the NPC. 3rd. Now all that's left is Maruzensky. Catch up to the other hag. Come on, Rudolph. Rudolph just activated. Maruzensky just activated Redshift, but Where are we? Where are we? We're pushing. We're going so wide. Can we catch up though? Oh, it's over. Divine Emperor's Might. Yeah, that's true. We haven't seen a single Teo, actually. Divine Emperor's Might. Teo knows her place. Teo knows not to mess with Dad. Is it going to be another Nice Nature second place out of nowhere? I must say, Nice Nature is a very real threat in Arima Kinen. And so with the Arima Kinen 1, that just left us with 3 more races, the URA finale. But I mean, we should be good, right? We have right-handed, firm conditions as well, and long shot too, to boost our stats. What's that? The qualifier is on a left-handed track, and it's not on firm conditions, and we're number 1 favorite? Well then, so much for those green skills, huh? Just before the race though, I did decide to pick up Dominator as well. If I'm gonna be slow, at least I'll make everybody else slow too. Entering the final corner though, Rudolph was pretty blocked, being on the inside rail with a bunch of NPCs around us. But that didn't stop our Emperor. We can't go wide, unfortunately. We need to make a push somehow. She's trying to go for it now. Oh, 7, 6. But hang on, she's still trying to go wide. Come on. From the inside rail all the way to the outside. But she has to go around Super Creek's fat old titties. Can she swing that wide while still maintaining her push though? Divine Emperor's Might pushes her way forward. Hang on. Can she overtake Super Creek? Yes, she overtakes Super Creek in the final stretch. She finds the line between them all. Despite being blocked on the inside rail, she finds her line through all of them. She had the guts to find her way. Next up was the semi-finals. But we have achieved perfection on this Rudolph thanks to getting the maxed out 1200 guts. Having 500 speed does help too though. And going into the next races, all of our green skills will be activating. But alas, a long start does not help out Rudolph as she gets turbo blocked entering the final corner, meaning that we have to use our first clock of the run. Only to get blocked yet again, which means clock number 2. So many Rudolph runs were lost to the URA finale races. Please let this be the one that makes it, I was thinking to myself during the stream. We late started yet again, but the third time was the charm with Rudolph deciding to lock in. Oh, look at where we are, we're on the inside rail. Well, we have some space to swing wide potentially. Maybe. Oh, why? Oh no, this NPC's on our side here. She's trying to swing wide, look at her try to go wide. Hang on, Dominator on the final stretch. Can we find a line? Oh, can we squeeze through? We're in the thick of it though. Nice Nature's in front of us, as is another NPC. I don't know if we can squeeze through here. No, there's an NPC right in front of us. Unless... Can we thread the needle between Silencer's and Agnes Tachyon? We might thread the needle! She's threaded the needle between Silencer's and Agnes Tachyon! Oh my goodness! She threads the needle and finds her way. Paving her way with the Divine Emperor's Might. She finds the one single line. We're making it to the finals. Oh my goodness. And with that insane push, we have just one race left. The URA finale. And also, as a fun appearance, Tokai Teo finally decided to show up in our last race. A truly fitting showdown between the Emperor and the Monarch. But unfortunately, once again, with how many random NPCs with dogshit stats there were in the race, Rudolph was unfortunately blocked, meaning that a Daiwa Scarlet had too much of a lead for Rudolph to catch up to, which meant we were down to our very last attempt on the final race. Our last clock. So when it all came down to this, to avoid getting blocked off yet again by the 9 pace chasers in the race, I decided to switch Rudolph up to a pace chaser herself. But that was when Rudolph decided to do this. Remember, it's only NPC frontrunners. Other pace chasers we have to compete with are Tokai Teo, Daiwa Scarlet, Ogidi Cap, and Narita Brian. We're pushing towards the front. Okay, good. We're in 3rd place. There's still plenty of race to be had though. Front of the pace chasers, that's good on the inside. Gotta be careful of Daiwa Scarlet on the outside though, and Ogidi Cap moving up. We're catching... Oh, why are we catching up to the front runners so much already? Tokai Teo right next to us. Dad and her son are right next to each other. Uh-oh. Teo's overtaking us though. Uh-oh, Teo's overtaking us. This is Narita Brian. We're falling back in the pace chasers. Come on. Slipstream, anything. We gotta push forward again. Come on, Rudolph. 5th place. Can we still overtake? Do we have room to overtake though? That's the question. We're so squeezed in on the inside here though. Teo's pushing up as well. We are so squeezed in. Daiwa Scarlet's making her push as well, as is Narita Brian. We're still stuck on the inside. 7th place. Uh-oh. As we approach this final corner. Hang on. We're making a push though. We're making a bit of a push. Teo's up in front though. We have a bit of a line though. We're navigating between the 2 NPCs. Hang on. We have Divine Emperor's Might as we overtake Daiwa Scarlet here. Teo is still in 1st place. Velocity up from Teo. Divine Emperor's Might though in the final stretch. We have a lead in front of us. We have a line in front of us. Hang on. Teo is still in front. But the dad will show how it's done though. Divine Emperor's Might. She's pushing. Oh my goodness. Can we overtake the Teo? She overtakes Teo. Vodka on the outside. Hang on, acceleration from Tokateo. Wait, yes! We won the URA finale! Guts only! Showing Tokateo her place. You do not take a win from your dad. Look at it. Show them. Show them, Rudolph. With 1200 guts. As a pace chaser. Oh no, but pace chaser uses so much stamina. It's fine. We had the guts to sustain her spurt at the end. Oh my goodness, finally. What do we put her as? Hang on, isn't there like a guts epithet? Guts of steel. That's the one. And that, Torena-sans, just goes to show that maybe, just maybe, guts isn't a meme after all. If you enjoyed the video, then liking, commenting, and subscribing would be greatly appreciated. And it'll also help keep you notified for when I upload other Uma Musume videos just like this. You should also keep an eye out for my streams. In fact, the next stream will be me doing my pulls to get Meisho Doto, of which I will be getting Doto. And then I'll also be playing through her career for the very first time to hopefully convince you all to get Doto too. Otherwise, until next time, bye bye.